Hi there and welcome. My name is June, and this 30-minute session is a delightful, lovely session that is yoga-inspired, mixed with movements that are going to strengthen your lower body with some body weight progressions. It's mindful, it's core connecting, it strengthens your core. There's a lot of movement in here, and we're going to use a couple of props to help us achieve the results we want to achieve. So you notice here, I have a squishy ball that I like to use all the time. I also have a bath towel, it's a hand towel. So utilize that as well. And I also have 2 paper plates. So those are the 3 different items that you're going to want to have to assist you in this particular session. And also some water. You want to make sure you water and stay hydrated. In fact, I recommend that you take a sip right now. I will join you. Take a sip of that water. Then have a seat in your chair. You can do this workout with or without shoes. I'm choosing to do shoes because when I do anything that is body weight and I'm mixing it with another format, because we're mixing yoga and strength, I like to wear shoes for that, but this can be done in socks if you choose to do that as well. So good sturdy chair, right? I'm sitting on my chair. Hopefully you're sitting on yours at this point. I'm going to sit towards the front edge and begin with some nice yoga mindfulness. And let's think about the breath. And the breath, your breath, it's something we do subconsciously every single day. It's what gives us life, right? So the breathing and bringing attention to that also gives us the opportunity to focus, become more mindful, but then also deliver the breath the way it should be, full and diaphragmatically. So wrap your hands around your waist, your thumbs around the back, and your fingertips in the front. Roll your shoulders back, lift your heart, think tall, and then breathe in. As you breathe in, hopefully you're feeling the breath going to the center of your body. If you take your right hand, place it on your chest, and if you feel your breath is coming from here, take your hand away, place it here, redirect, think in your mind, inhale into your hands, exhale, breathe out. Or you can breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose. Whichever works for you. It's what works best for you as long as you're taking nice, deep, full diaphragmatic breaths. Let's try 3 more. Breath in. Exhale that breath out. And then breathe in. And exhale. And then release your arms to the side. We'll begin with a nice yoga flow with a half sun moon breath, meaning both arms come up, taking a half a circle up. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. We're going to lean back a little bit to extend our spine. Then as we exhale, we're going to hinge forward. From here, release the arms, sweep the arms to the side, come all the way back with the arms together, ending at heart center. Beautiful. We'll do that again. Breath in. Sweep the arms up to the ceiling. Palms come to your heart center. Inhale to lean back. Look towards the ceiling. Feel that core connecting. Exhale, come back to center. Release the arms and repeat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lean back. This time we'll hinge forward. Release the arms and then come back to center. We'll try one more. Breath in. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, center, hinge forward. Release the arms and come back to center. From here, let's go into side bends. Your palms are facing one another at either side of your chair. Reach the fingertips of your left hand down towards the ground and then come back to sit upright. Reach your right fingers down towards the ground. Feel that nice stretch in the side of your body. And come back, and we'll do the same thing on this side. So this is the beginning of lateral flexion movement. We're going to move into what we call blown palm and add some rib cage isolation with it as well. So bring your palms to heart center. And let's interlace all 4 fingers except for the forefinger, and then wrap your thumbs around this way. So here's where we're going to remain. You can take the hands up to here if you choose. I like to keep them right here so that I can see you. Roll the shoulders down, take a breath in, drop your elbows, and let's bend sideways. Bend sideways, looking up towards the ceiling. Come back, raise your elbows. Try it with raised elbows this way. Stretching side. Coming forward, elbows in, stretch side. Come in, elbows out, stretch. Back to center, heels of your hands here. Rib cage slide. Envision you have a countertop that's resting right under your rib cage. So you want to slide your rib cage from one side to the other. So here's my countertop. Sit, slide my ribs to the left, center, slide my ribs to the right, come back to center. Sliding left, back to center, sliding right, adding on. Slide your ribs to the left. Release your left arm, stretch. Coming back, same thing to this side. Right arm reaches. Great. Heels of your hands to your chair. Left foot forward, right foot back. Switch. So we call these alternate foot slides. Later on, we'll be doing some foot slides with the paper plates to create a little bit more friction with the floor in order to enhance some strength in your legs. Now you can not do as much hinging as I am, or you can add more hinging just to add more core concentration to the exercise. Great. So speaking of those paper plates, we're gonna reach into your basket or whatever you have to grab your paper plates, separate your plates, place them on the ground, and the ball of your foot, not your heel, the ball of your foot goes onto each plate. So sitting upright, let's glide the right leg out to the side. Let your body turn a little with it so that your knee and toe are staying in alignment. Exhale, pull it in. Let's do one more to the right, out. Now that friction from the surface of the plate and the ground is allowing for you to increase some strength to the inner and outer thighs. Let's do one more on the right, slide, and one more to the left. Now staying here, both legs out. You have to lift your heels and pull together. Lift your heels, separate. Lift your heels, come together. We have one more. Lift your heels. Actually, let's do two more. Let's do one more. We can do one more, right? Here we go. Out. And then come back in and pause. Now from here, keeping the plates under your feet, let's switch the intention to the upper body. So sitting nice and tall, we're gonna take a deep breath in. Exhale, let's take the legs out to the side and just hold it there. Take a deep breath in, raise the arms to the ceiling, pull your hands to your heart center, hinge forward. Now as we come back, pull the legs together and stretch the arms out. Hands come together, hinging forward. As the legs come together, push those legs out. Again, arms up, open, and come forward. Push and out. One last time, palms up, lift arms up, hinging forward. Push arms as you press out. Lovely position. Roll the shoulders back. Great. Now from this narrow position, we're going to lift one knee off the plate and lower it down, and the other. As we do this, we're going to begin to add an arm movement. So take your left arm up, and as your knee comes in, your elbow is going to attempt to come towards that. One more here before we switch sides and do the same thing here, doing a little bit of leg lifting as well as core conditioning. Now we're going to add a little bit more of a slide. So with those discs on the balls of your feet, slide out. Now place your right hand on your chair, lift your left elbow, and then pull in and go back. So we're sliding your body to your left side while you're pulling your knee up. And bringing that arm across the body, release. Same thing here, right elbow up, pull your left knee across. So we're getting a little slide and a lean at the same time, forcing the core to work a little bit harder. Nice job, that was great. Bring those legs back together, and this time, make sure the paper plates have a little bit of room, maybe about a half an inch. Come forward and take your left leg forward and your right leg back. So now alternating, you pulling with the ball of your foot for the first part. Pull and pull and pull and pull. Two more of these. One more. Now this time, take your heels to the plates. Same thing, and now glide. This time we work a little bit more of the hamstrings as we pull in, pull, and pull, and pull, and pull, pull. 2 more here, 1 on each side. Last one here. Nice. I don't know about you, but I can feel my hamstrings working. Come back to the toes. We'll finish off with just the toes. We ready? So take your right leg forward, pull your left leg back. Now let's do it again. Push and pull. A little bit different than with the heel, right? 4 more. 1 and 2 and then 3. Last one, 4. Nice job. Bring your legs back towards your chair. Take your feet off your plates. Take the plates and just move them off to the side. We may muse them again in a little bit. Coming forward here, roll your shoulders back. Sitting nice and tall, take a deep breath in. And bring your hands up to the side. A nice yoga mindful flow. Exhale here, breathe in. Exhale, push open the arms. Lower the arms. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, return. Inhale, palms up. Reach up to the ceiling. Hands come to your heart center. Exhale, push out. Lower your arms. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, lift your heart. Come back to center. 1 more time. Here we go. Another flow. Inhale here. Hands come together. Exhale here. Push arms out. Lower your arms. Inhale, lift your heart. Shoulders down. Exhale, return back to center. Nicely done. Grab your towel. We're going to take that towel underneath your right knee. So under your right knee, holding on to the edge of your towel, avoiding leaning back, trying to sit as tall as possible. Your hands are at the end of each towel. Take a breath. And as you exhale, pull this up, or the knee up, your knee up to your chest, and bend your arms into a bicep curl. Feel that stretch in the gluteus maximus, your butt. Lower down. 4 times. Exhale, pull it up, hold. Inhale, lower down. You have 2 more. Exhale, pull. Inhale, lower. You have 1 more. Exhale, pull. Inhale, lower down. Lovely. We do the same thing on the other side. So we take that towel underneath your left knee, hold on to the ends, breathe in as you exhale, pull your left knee to your chest, bending your elbows to a bicep curl, holding for a few moments, and then lowering it down. Actually a few seconds, right? Exhale, lift. And release. 2 more. Lift. And then lower. We have 1 more here. Exhale, lift. And then lower. Remove the towel from the leg. Hold on to the ends. Scoot back a little bit. Make this taut by pulling the towel a little tighter. Now from here, I'm keeping this taut so that my shoulders can work a little bit. My knees are together. Put your feet together. So knees and your heels are together. Then come over to your right side with a figure 8. Dip down and come on up to the other side. Dip down. Come on up to the opposite side. Dip down and dip down and dip down. Nice. Dipping down. Now this time, open the legs a little bit to get a little bit of a wider stance. So now we have to go a little bit further, right? Here we go. Over to the side. Come over a little bit further now. Notice how there's a little bit more rotation in what you're doing. Figure 8. Keep going. We have 2 more of these. And then bring your feet together, push forward, push to the ground. And to the ground, what I mean to your legs. Push to your legs. And bend it down by your side so your arms can straighten. Reach out and straighten. Push down 1 more time. Push out. Nice job. Perfect. Taking your towel, moving off to the side, turn to your right. Your right leg is on the chair, your left leg goes back. Now from here, this is warrior 1. So my knee is facing the ground Take both arms, interlace your fingers, except for your forefingers, and raise the arms to what's comfortable to peek right through your triangle that you just made with your arms. Lean back, hold, find that nice stretch. Come back down, reach the arms forward, but pull your shoulders back. Then place your hands on your chair, release your left leg. Turn to face me, and let's go to the other side. This is called Warrior One in yoga. Move my towel out of my way and do the same thing I just did on the other side, right? So I'm bringing myself close to the front edge, right? So this right knee is reaching towards the ground. My left foot is either pretty close to the ground or on the ground, right? Holding on, looking forward, and then interlacing all but my forefingers. And if that's uncomfortable, just take one hand and hold on to the chair. Lift the arms up towards the ceiling, do a mild stretch back. You're looking through the triangle of your arms and keeping your shoulders down. If this is too much, just leave it right here. Range of motion is whatever feels good to you, right? Bring the arms back down, grab your chair, turn to face front, and with your legs together, we're going to prepare ourselves for our standing work. So grab some water first. Let's take a sip. Now that you've got yourself hydrated, feel free to take 2 or 3 sips. That's up to you. And if you're still drinking, just watch me. You're going to scoot your hips to the forward part of the chair. We're going to move into just a hinge forward and back pattern. So roll your shoulders back, sit as tall as you can. As you exhale, hinge forward, push your feet into the ground, feel your heels into the ground, keep your abdominal muscles in, and come back to where you were. 3 times, that was number 1. Hinge forward and come back, that's number 2. Hinge forward, this is number 3. And now we move into seat lifts. Seat lifts, you're gonna lift your hips off your chair. So you hinge forward, make sure your legs are hip width apart. You don't wanna be super, super close. Give yourself some balance. Exhale here, then using your hands and hinging forward and pushing yourself off your chair. Then hold into a squat position. Avoid your knees coming forward, keep those knees back. You want most of your weight in the heels of your feet. Find your chair, just reach behind you and have a seat. Since you haven't moved your feet, it shouldn't be too difficult to find your chair right behind you. Take a breath in. Exhale, hinge forward. Here we go. Whoa, hold right here. Drop those shoulders. And then have a seat. We have one more before we go to a complete standing position, which is optional. You can come right back to seated position and do all the rest of the exercises for this section in your seat if you'd like. Breath in, exhale, come forward here. Hinge, and now while you're here, push into the heels of your feet. Straighten your knees. Feel the muscles extend in your hip joint as you push your heels down to the ground. It's like an action of pushing into the ground where the crown of your head is moving to the ceiling. It's a really beautiful feeling when you really focus on it. So just hold right here. This is what we call mountain pose. Just find your balance. Right? Just find, maybe rock a little bit forward, rock a little bit back on your feet. You can feel the differences. Maybe shift your weight to one side, shift your weight to the other, and let's come back to where the weight is even on both legs, right? Equal weight distribution, right? Roll the shoulders back. This is called mountain pose. To do blown palm, in traditional yoga, the arms would come above your head and take it over sideways. We're going to take the arms to heart center. So heart center, we go. Interlace all but the forefinger and wrap the thumbs around just like we did before. So our hands are here, right to your nose or your lips. Open up your heart as if your body is against a wall. Push into your right foot, but bend to your left side. Bend sideways. Kind of gaze up towards the ceiling. And then come back up. We'll do the same thing to your right side. Push into your left foot now as you stretch over, gazing up to your left side. That's a feel-good stretch, isn't it? When you really think about the opposite leg pushing into the ground as you're going in the opposite direction, you really get a better stretch. One more time. Here we go. Nice. Perfect. Now, let's walk the feet out a little bit. If you're in your chair, you're doing exactly the same thing. So in your chair or standing, turn one foot out and then the other. Great. This is called kind of a goddess pose or a wide stance, right? Just a wide stance if you're seated. Doing a side twist. So for the side twist, let's just take our hands to our hips, roll your shoulders back and turn to your side. Now reach out your left arm. Hold. Come back to the center. Take a twist, pulling your left shoulder behind you. Then your right arm reaches out. and then you come back to center. Isn't that a beautiful, nice side twist? That was great. One more time, twist, reach. Now we're going to look at the difference. Take note to how far you were able to twist with your legs open. When we take our feet back to center, whether you're seated or standing, take note of how much more you can look behind you. Also take note of the arch of the same side that you're turning to, lifting. Those are things that naturally happen to your body, so it's really good to do these kind of movements, side to side. Great. Nice job. Now keep your hips in parallel. If you're standing, we're going to go back to our seated position, so glance behind you, so you might have moved a little bit. Make sure that chair is there in the right position, or scoot yourself back a little bit. Hinge forward, and then have a seat in your chair. Great. And roll your shoulders back. Let's do that 3 times. 2. And then one more 3. Nice. We're going to bring those paper plates back out and revisit. So paper plates over the balls of your feet, right here. And with your legs bent at the knees, right, at about a right angle from here, take your right leg forward and your back leg here. So into those slides again. Lift your heels. Drag 4 and 3 and 2 and one more. Now place your feet close together, lifting your heels of your left, lifting the heel of your left leg. Slide out, slide in. One more time. Slide out, slide in a little faster. 4 times. You've got 1, 2, 3, one more 4. Great. Drop the heel of your left foot, lift the heel of the right. Slow out to the right, slow back in. Slow back out, a little faster. 4 times. Here we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, last one. Then we attempt to do both together. So now both heels lift. Hold on to your chair. Reach out and come in slowly. 4 times. Notice how I'm doing a little bit of pumping action with my torso, which is a hinge forward and back, to give me a little bit of more balance and core proprioception. 2 more. 1 more. Last one here. Heels drop to the ground. Nice job. Now lift one knee up and then lower it. And again, lift the other knee up. Remember the arm coming up? Here we go. Right leg 3 times. You've got 1. Exhale 2. And then 3, release. First one lifts up, then arms up. 3 more. 1 and 2. 1 more 3. Perfect. Now widen that stance. Here we go. Lean, lift, and lower. Lift, and lower. Lift, and lower, and lift. 2 more. You've got 1 here, and another, and another. And bring your feet all the way back together. Here we go. Remember, leg slides, toes first, then heels second. Here we go. Right leg forward, left leg back. Hold on to your chair, reach. Reach, reach. Now more hamstring, heel goes on, other heel. Switch, switch. One of your legs is pulling, one of the other leg pushing. 2 more. 1, nice. And 2, back to toes, toes on. Here we go, slide. 1, and doing it for 4, this is 2. And then 3, and we have 1 more and 4. From here, single leg right. This is left. Single leg right, single leg left, single leg right. Hold on to your chair. 4 and 3 and 2. 1 more. Nice job. Legs together. Inhale up, palms come together. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, unhinge. Exhale, out. Palms up. And again, inhale up. Exhale, hinging forward. Inhale, exhale, push out. Inhale, palms up. Breathe in again. Inhale, exhale, hands to heart center. Hinging forward. Let's exhale here. Push out a little harder while we exhale here. Reach up, lift. Coming back, making this a flow. Exhale, hinge. push out, shoo. Palms up, come up. One more time, last one here. Hinge forward, exhale, push. Palms up, perfect. That's not so easy, is it? Goddess pose. Reach forward and reach back. Let's twist to your right side, twist to your left side. Take your forearm to your left leg, forearm to the right. From here, push away from your forearms and then push open the legs to find that mild stretch. Notice how I'm opening my hands a little bit here and then close. One more time. Reach open and close. You have one more. Reach open and then close. Come back to center. Perfect. And let's do another stretch for those glutes. Pull your towel out. Take it underneath your right foot, right knee, I should say. It's under your leg, but it's under your right knee. Hold on to the ends. Try to sit as tall as possible and pull up, all the way up, hold. Push down. Again, lift. So focus on the push down now. Push down as you're holding and resisting against this. So pull up, stretch, push down. One more time, lift, push, stretch. Great. Hand goes underneath, towel goes underneath. Grab, lift, hold, bicep curl here, push down. So you're resisting, you're pulling in, and then you're pushing down. Two more, lift, you get some leg strength here, push. One last one, push. Beautiful, that was awesome. So now take this and let's do our rotation again. We can move these out of our way for now and take the towel and reach it to the side. Let's do this in a wide stance. Before we did both, let's just do the wide stance to get a bigger movement now that your body is completely warmed up. You can hear that music changing. We're coming to the end, right? So we're just getting ready by going side to side here, then bringing the legs together and pushing side and pulling in. Pushing forward, pulling in. Push side and pull in and push forward. Nice, one more time. Push right. Push forward towards me. Push left. Come back to center, push, release. Take your towel, fold it in half, place it off to the side and grab a drink of water. I needed that, I don't know about you. So, back to focusing on the breath. So sitting tall, legs together, ready? Take a deep breath in, inhale, extend through your spine, look up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, your hands come to your heart center and you're hinging forward. Inhale, lift your heart towards the ceiling, open up the arms and let them float back down by your side. Repeat again. Inhale, arms come up, focus on your breath. Exhale, pull your hands to your heart center and hinge forward. Inhale, lift the arms, heart opens to the ceiling, arms come down and arms float. We have one more of these. Inhale. Exhale, hinging forward. Inhale, lifting your heart. Exhale, reaching the arms up and release. Roll the shoulder back. Perfect. And take an overhead reach here. Bend your left elbow. Can you reach that left arm up towards the ceiling to find a nice stretch? Now take that left arm, bend the elbow, and bring it to the outside of your right knee. Grab hold of with the heel of your hand onto the chair and twist behind you for rotation. Coming back to the center, left hand by your side. Start to bend to the side, elbow bends and then lifts to the ceiling. If it feels difficult to lift, then bring it back to that bent elbow. Stretch. Then arm comes to here, turn to the side and twist. Feel that nice gentle stretch throughout the torso. We're coming back to the center and facing forward. Nice. Take the heels of your hands on the chair. Slide back a little bit, bring your legs in a little bit. Roll your shoulders back, inhale, extend through your spine. Pause for a moment, come back to that center, gather your balance, breathe in, really feel that breath, exhale, extend your left leg forward, come a little bit more forward on your chair, so the leg is fully extended, or almost extended, doesn't have to be fully, but bring your left leg back for balance, right? Hold, relax your foot, take the opposite arm forward, opposite arm reaches. Great. That opposite arm reaches. Now we're going to lean back. You're going to lean back, reaching for the back of the chair, and just letting the arm come up, finding that nice stretch in that hip flexor, and then coming back forward and repeating that on the other side. So your left leg goes out. Nice length here. We're trying to open up that hip. Whichever leg is out in front, the opposite arm goes forward. And then holding onto your chair, move it to the back of your chair and lean back. Lean. Find that nice stretch. Really reach out. You can find that stretch to the front of that hip. Then carefully come back up. Take your left or right ankle and cross it over the other. Scoot back a little bit, but you just let your knees open naturally and just roll your shoulders back. And just think about your breath. So palms open, maybe even take your forefinger to your thumb, yoga style. Roll your shoulders back, close your eyes, and just breathe. Inhale. And now exhale. Pay close attention to what's happening to the torso as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Again, breath in and breath out. Just focus, inhale and exhale, and just take note of how that automatically calms your body down and relaxes you a little bit. So whenever you have a moment of tension during the day, just stop. Breathe for about 10 seconds. And what a difference and impact it will have on the rest of your feelings during the day. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me today for this wonderful session. I enjoy yoga so much because it grounds me and makes me feel like there isn't anything I can't do if I just stop and think and plan. Sometimes when we get anxious, we kind of think, but oh my gosh, I need to get this done. I need to get that done. If you just take a breath, relax, focus, plan, you'll be amazed at how better your day is going to be. So thank you so much for joining me today for today's lovely yoga-inspired mixed format session. I love moving with you. It's so joyful for me to do this with you. So thank you so much for coming and choosing to join me today. And I look forward to working with you next time. You have a great day.